Hello everyone, welcome to Focal Point. This question was asked in GATE 2020. So let's see what it is saying. This is saying that consider the following set of processes assumed to have arrived at time 0. So arrival time is 0 in here, and consider the CPU scheduling algorithm, shortest job first and round robin. Okay, and round robin order is P1, P2, P3 and P4, and round robin time quantum is 4 in here. And what we have to tell, we have to tell the absolute value of the difference between the average turnaround time. Okay, so we need to tell the difference between average turnaround time of SJF and round robin. Okay, so first we are going to solve for shortest job first. Okay, so these are our processes, these are arrival time all 0, and this is our burst time. So this is burst time, so this is burst time 8, 7, 2 and 4. Now what we are going to do, we need to make Gantt chart for this, for the shortage of first. Okay, so the shortage of first we are going to make our Gantt chart. Arrival time of all the processes is 0. Okay, so all the processes at time 0 is available, and that's why shortest job will be scheduled first. Okay, so shortest job is P3 now, so P3 will be scheduled in here. So this will be execute from 0 to 2, and then our next shortest job is this. So P4 will be scheduled now, so P4 will be scheduled, so it will schedule to 2 to 6. Okay, now our next job is P2, so P2 will be scheduled now, so P2 will be executed from 6 to 13, and after that our P1 will be scheduled, so this will be executed till 21. So what is the completion time now? So P1 completion time is 21, P2 is 13, P3 is 2 and P4 is 6. Okay, so what will be the turnaround time? Turnaround time is completion time minus arrival time. So these are is 0, and that's why this value will be same: 21, 13, 2 and 6. So what will be the average turnaround time? So for average turnaround time we need to add all of these and divide by 4. Okay, so this will be 42 now. Okay, so 42 divided by 4, so this value will be 10.5. Okay, so average turnaround time for SJF is 10.5. Okay, now we are going to check for round robin. So now what we are going to do, we need to make our Gantt chart for the RR. For the round robin we are going to make our Gantt chart now, and time quantum in here is 4. Time quantum is 4 microsecond, and this in the round robin we need to have a queue. So all the processes are available at time 0, and we are said that schedule order is P1, P2, P3 and P4. Okay, so this will be the schedule that is present in the queue right now. And now first our P1 will be scheduled for 4 microsecond. Okay, so this will be executed till 0 to 4 now, and this burst time will be decreased by 4, so this will be remaining. So remaining burst time of P1 is 4, and this will be scheduled at the rear point. Okay, now P2 is coming in here, so P2 will be executed for 4, so this will be 8 now, and remaining burst time will be 3 in here, and after that this P2 will be scheduled at the rear. Okay, and now this P3 will be coming in here, and this will be executed from 8 to 10 because burst time is only 2, and then it will be 0 now, so this will not be scheduled again. So this P4 will be executing now, so P4 will be executing 10 to 14, and this will be 0 now, so this will not be scheduled, and this P1 will be coming again, so this will be 0 now, and this will be executed 18, so this will not schedule again, and after that this P2 is coming. Okay, so P2 will be executing for 3, so 21. Okay, now this value will be 0, and this queue is empty. So now what is the completion time of P1? That is 18, P2 21, P3 is 10, P4 is 14. So turnaround time is completion time and minus arrival time. So these all values 0. So this turnaround time will be 18, 21, 10 and 14. So we need to find average turnaround time, and that's why we need to add all these. So divide by 4. So this value will be, so this value is 10.50 and this value is 15.75. So what we need to tell, that what is the difference between the average turnaround time in MS. Okay, so round off to 2 decimal places. So this value will be 15 minus 10.5. okay, so this value will be 5 and 5. Okay, so this is the correct answer of it. So 5.25 will be the correct answer of it. Okay, thank you so much.